We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Richardson going right to the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right on the 30. Oh, good move. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Richardson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 67 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Richardson to throw off play action. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Commander's 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Anthony Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McClure. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Take it to him.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. It will get maybe a yard to the 33. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Richardson working from the gun. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. 54 yards. And the Cards have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have regained the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 24, Cardinals 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. B.J. Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Washington first down.
What are you doing? Game's not over. Here we go. Here we go.
back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Richardson looking to throw this. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 rattling. Hey, check that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2nd and 3. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 42, Cardinals 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
39 yards. That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Maverick.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Richardson going to move him around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Read alert. 19 tight. Warriors, 70.
Richardson looking to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He's a gain of 33.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cardinals. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll